This is Paige Speech with speech number 2. This is my audience, Christy Hilton. And this is Mark Lakin. In my last speech, I discussed the farm-to-table style restaurants. And today I will discuss with you buying local produce or growing your own vegetables. If I told you you could be and eat healthier, help your local economy and the environment, all by eating local produce, would you? Sounds like a win-win proposition to me. I know a lot of people are preaching living a greener lifestyle. More and more people are switching to organic products. But why should you? I'm going to tell you why. I not only live a green lifestyle myself, but I highly recommend it. One of the easiest things that you can do is to buy local produce or grow your own vegetables. The benefit of buying local are the freshness and taste and healthy eating, supporting your local farmers, and knowing you are getting a quality product from someone you can trust. If you have questions, they're available to ask. The stock boy at the grocery store is not going to be able to answer those questions you may have. You know that the people you are getting your vegetables from, you can trust. They not only eat the food themselves, but they live it and breathe it. I think that's what makes me the biggest believer. Chef Ellen Copel of Yardsley Inn said it best. By using local produce, it is a matter of conserving the past and protecting our future. The reason why you are getting better product, the product has a shorter distance to travel, and it's ripening properly. Harry Young of Loch Melford Hotel in Scotland states local produce is sold within 2 to 3 days of picking, as opposed to a supermarket which picks it unripened and sometimes uses artificial ripening with ethylene gas. A drawback of buying local produce can be the cost, but don't let that deter you. You can still grow your own vegetables, which I recommend. There are many benefits to growing your own food. From an environmental point, to grow your own vegetables means less fumes from trucks traveling. You also have more control over what type of fertilizers and pesticides are used. If you have the time and dedication to grow your own vegetables, this is what I really suggest. If this is all new to you, I recommend first having your soil tested to see what may be needed to be added. Also go to your library, check out books on gardening in your area, as well as talking to your local nursery about what vegetables do well in what seasons in your area. Also ask if they have any classes on gardening. If starting a large garden is not feasible or too much, you have some options. You can start small, grow a few things in pots, such as tomatoes, lettuce, peppers, and an assortment of herbs, just to name a few. Or find out if there's a community garden you can join. This is a great way to start. You can also gain a lot of free knowledge from the people who are already renting plots there. When I first moved to Florida, I had to learn what the growing seasons were because they were totally different from what I was used to. So I started small. I started with growing tomatoes and peppers in pots. I had quite a few failed attempts at growing vegetables, but once I learned that pole beans do well in the summer and that lettuce does well in the winter, I was then able to expand what I grew. Once you've started growing and eating your own vegetables, you will taste the difference. The freshness in your food is undescribable. Growing your own food is also cost effective. It may cost about $2 for a package of, say, peppers seeds. You get maybe 6 plants out of those pepper seeds, which could give you easily a dozen peppers off of each plant. This just makes more sense to buy seeds than it is to go to the grocery store and buy a single pepper for $1.99. I know buying local produce or growing your own garden is more work to add to your already busy lifestyle, but the benefits outweigh the time factor. Your neighbors and friends will truly enjoy when you come over with fresh vegetables that may also influence them to start small and grow some of their own vegetables as well. And maybe that will influence your local community as well to grow or buy their own vegetables. My hope is that with this new information you have learned, you will come away with a desire to make changes, not only to live a greener lifestyle, but a healthy living lifestyle will help the environment and our local farmers and our local economy. Here's a few photos that I have here of some of the gardens that I have done in the past. Just to start, this is one of the gardens in my backyard. Here you can see my cucumber plants. Also, I have a lime tree here, and then there's some thyme in here. This is also tarragon. You can see some of the seedlings I've started here, as well as some of the tomatoes both here and here. One of the other drawbacks to growing a garden in a suburbs is the issue with making sure you have enough pollination. A way to do this is to plant flowers to encourage bees to come and pollinate all of your vegetables. Here you can see we were even growing bananas. We're fortunate here in Florida that we can grow so many items. Here you can see some of the carrots that we've grown, as well as the Boston bib lettuce. This is a great way